Hey, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. I hope you watched episode 1 and that brought you to episode 2. And if that did and you're here now, I appreciate you. Thank you. If your journey is just beginning right now, that's okay. Hop on the train. Let's keep going. Right? But I thank you for being here and I appreciate you very much. So today on episode 2 of the Smoochie Daddë podcast, I want to get a little bit more personal. Right? I want to talk to you guys about the very first moment that I found out I was going to be a father. All right, so come with me. Let's sit down. Let's chat. Let's talk about that.
Welcome to Smoochie Daddë, where fathers find their way.
The year is 2021, September. Back then, I was working out very aggressively. I was fit. I was slim. No dad bod, zero dad bod. And I just finished a workout, and Ashley was like, Ashley's my girlfriend. She's the mother of my child. And she's like, hey, are you going to come over tonight? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come over. I would sleep over at her house on the weekends. And it was very late. You know, sometimes my workouts would finish very late at night. And something weird happened before I left. I was showering from the workout, putting on my clothes, got ready. And I literally looked down on my wrist, this bracelet right here. This is my grandmother's bracelet. Right? It means a lot to me. She's not here with us anymore, but she is very instrumental in my upbringing. I spent a lot of time with her. You could even say I was raised by her to some extent throughout my childhood. She means a lot to me. And I remember just looking down at the bracelet, and while I was looking at the bracelet, just like how I'm looking right now, it fell off my hand. It was almost like my mind did it or something. I don't know. It was weird. It fell off my hand. I'm like, what? I picked it up. And I like to keep it with me all the time, so I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I just packed it in the overnight bag that I was taking to Ashley's house. I took it with me. And I remember getting to Ashley's house. You know, back then I had longer hair. Hair's all crazy. At this point, it's like really late. But Ashley was up for some reason. And usually when I get there that late, she's sleeping, lets me in. I watch TV till I fall asleep. And then we start our weekend on Saturday. This time she was up. She had a box. She gave me a box. She's like, hey, I got something for you. I got a surprise for you. I'm like, all right. You know, this is like an early birthday. This was September 11th. I know September 11th has a dark meaning here in America, but September 11th is also my grandmother's birthday. So, you know, I always like to make sure my day is great on this particular day. And my birthday is the 18th. And she's like, oh, I just want to give you an early birthday present. I'm like, okay. What could this be? It's funny because 2 weeks prior to that, we were watching a movie or something, and it was a pregnancy reveal in the movie, right? And we were like talking amongst each other, like, how do you want to know? And I'm like, honestly, you just need to tell me. just tell me. No theatrics, just tell me, right? So fast forward to September 11th, and I'm sitting there on her bed in her bedroom, and she gave me this box and said, oh, it's an early birthday present. I'm like, all right. And we kind of have the relationship where we're joking with each other all the time. So I open this box and I see that there's a onesie in there. I didn't know what it was at first. It looks just like a t-shirt, right? It was folded. So I unfold it. I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, ha, 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 ha. All right. Okay. All right. You got me, right? So I'm thinking like, all right, maybe there's a gift under this, right? Maybe there's a gift hidden under this little onesie thing. I'm looking at her to kind of just like, you know, get that laugh. She's not laughing back. She's not. Right, she's just kind of looking at me like, I guess she was kind of scared, not knowing what my reaction would be. We have to talk about that. I'm not sure what she was thinking at the time when I was doing that. So then I see this little stick thing, and you have to remember 2021, COVID was still a big thing, right? So I look at it and I'm like, are you trying to tell me you have COVID again or something? Like, what is this? I've never seen a pregnancy test up close, right? I've never made it to this level. You see what I'm saying? There were plans set out prior that ensured I never made it to this level. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that or not, but yeah, I don't know. But I never made it to this level of actually seeing a pregnancy test. I've seen it in movies and, you know, but I've never seen it. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, you have COVID? And she's like, oh. And I'm just like, what? Like, and like I feel my body just kind of It's like you got pins and needles all over. I'm like, oh, what is this? Like my tongue is like numb. I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, you're pregnant. You're pregnant. And she's like she looks like she wants to cry. And I'm like, wait, like you're pregnant? You're pregnant? Like you're really pregnant? And I just couldn't, my brain couldn't process it. It seems like such a logical thing. And I have the video I'll play for you guys. It seems like such a logical thing, but like my brain, I just couldn't put two and two together that this was happening to me, right? It's like, I'm not watching a movie. This is not Instagram. This is not a meme. This is not a viral video. This is happening to me right now at this moment. And I couldn't fathom that. And I just grabbed her. I pulled her close because I didn't want her to think that, you know, my confusion was because I'm scared. I'm genuinely happy, but I'm like frozen in my own body. And I pulled her close and I hugged her and we just hugged. And I'm just like, what? You know, like it took a moment. Tears came and it was just like, are you sure? Like, how do you know this? How long have you known this? What? You know, and I think she held on to it for like a week before she told me, or could be 2 weeks, no more than 2 weeks, I think, in between a week and 2 weeks. And I just felt like in that moment, I couldn't keep this to myself. I wanted to stand on top of a mountain and just yell, I'm having a baby. I'm having a baby. And it's like, you want to tell everybody. But, you know, as I have learned, because I wasn't really paying attention to the importance of why you want to wait to share that news. That's how I truly felt. I just needed to shout and tell the world. And I think it happened to me at the very best stage in my life, right? Where I was emotionally ready. I was mentally ready to take that role on. It's very important to note that I've had a background with working with children for 11 years, from aftercare programs to kids with special needs to being in the preschool classroom. And I've always wondered I knew it would be different, right? Having a child of your own, I know it's going to be different, but I've always wondered, because going through that profession, you always wonder, would this help me become a better father, right? Would it be different once I have my own child? And it just made you kind of think of yourself. And then a lot of things went through my head. Can I take this on? Is this something that I will be good at? I wanted to know what I needed to do to become a good father. And it's not like somebody just hands you a playbook, right? You are trapped there with your own thoughts. And for me, I feel like, boom, the first thing I need to do is get a crib. I need to get a crib. What kind of crib? I have no idea. But the baby needs a crib, and then the baby needs somewhere to sleep, right? Baby needs a place. We're not living together, so we now need to move in and live together, right? And mentally, let me go back to that. I think I was in a very good place. Ashley and I, we weren't even together for a year before that news. We got together January of 2021. We became official, right? We were dating. We were friends first. We did it, I think, the best way for me. We were friends first with the intention of formulating a relationship, and I had to take my time to walk into that. That's just the type of person I am. I want to be sure that the next thing that I'm walking into is the last thing, right? And I felt very concrete in that when we formulated our relationship, the beginning of that year. So for this news to follow, it was like, if it had happened at any other point, maybe I would have been a lot more nervous. At that point, my mind was already made up that this was a person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And that's a very important thing, because going into this, it's almost like it eases that fear, because you're going into it with someone that you already want to go through life with. So this is it's the beginning to that journey, right? But what I'm going to do now is kind of play the reactions of the people I told first. Some of my closest friends, my family, of course. And I made a little video compilation of that moment. So I'm going to play that moment for you guys so you can see their reactions. And episode 3, I'm going to dive deeper into that first journey as being a father. What was my plan? What I did next? The conversations that was had, you know, what me and Ashley sat down and spoke about. So I just want to tell you guys, you know, that kind of that exciting moment, that very first moment where you're like, shit, my life is about to change. Something different's gonna happen. I don't know who I am, but I'm somebody's dad. It's crazy. It's such a joyous moment, and I'm excited that I can share this moment with you guys and watch this again and kind of relive those moments. So thank you. Check it out. This is not a prank.
No, I'm not.
You just had this made yesterday?
I got ordered.
Are you scared?
No.
You're not scared?
No.
I'm not scared either. I'm scared that I'm not scared.